Yeah, I have started recording.
Okay.
I have a student who is having some doubts. He might be joining in between our session. He won't disturb our class. He will just
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Because he had almost all the sessions and he is having some basic doubts. He want to have the refreshment. Okay, I thought of.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so can you please give me the control?
Okay.
Yeah, I have a request. Yeah. So we will reach up to here. Operators. I think variables we are done. Now let's discuss about the operators. These are the simple mathematical operators which doesn't require any discussion at all. Plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus, increment and decrement. It is a straightforward operators.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Okay. So which we don't need to discuss. If you do have any doubt, I am ready to. This will help you to increment. This will help you to decrement. Apart from this, everything is straightforward operators.
Yeah.
And if I go to the next slide, here the bit logic is required. The first one is equals to, means it is a assignment operators, means you are assigning a y value, you are assigning a y into x. That is the first line. The second line, I think I have explained you, right? When instead of while looping, if you go to our these things, yeah, this is the place where we have used that. Adding that means instead of result plus something, instead of using result twice, I can use plus equal to. It means result equal to result plus something.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Next, if we go to minus, same vice versa. Instead of adding, it will divide. It will deduct. Multiplication, it will multiply. Means result equal to result into something. Instead of doing that, we can use this symbol.
Okay.
Now the same for division and modulus as well. Comparison. We have double equal to, we have triple equal to. What is the difference between those two? Let me explain. Go to the code.
Triple equal to is equal to value and the type also.
Yes, it will check the data type as well. Double equal to check only value.
Yeah, got it.
So this explanatory mark will become true if that particular value is not equal to, means if a equal to 10, b equal to 11. If I say a is not equal to b, it means the statement which I am giving is true because it is not equal to true.
Yeah.
In same way, if it is explanatory mark and single equal to, it is check only values. If explanatory mark and double equal to, it will check both values and data type. Okay, this is greater than, lesser than, greater than or are equal to, lesser than or equal to. These are the operators which we will use in our JavaScript. Okay, functions, most important listing. Can we go to create sample 5? Welcome, bro. Umar, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, for me it is good afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a friend, Ayush. Ayush is Umar. He's also from
Yeah,
the
hi Kumar.
Nice to meet you, Aish.
functions. HTML. Kind of refreshment for you, Umar.
Yes, I see.
Okay, HTML:5. Okay. No. Oh, sorry. Let me have a script over here. So types of functions which we are going to discuss now. The first most basic function is anonymous function, which doesn't have any value function. This one is anonymous function. It cannot be used directly. It needs to be assigned to a variable like this, where say hello equal to function alert. So this is a type 1, and I have created a variable, and for that variable I have assigned an anonymous function. We can create a function like this. This is actually the defining stage. So let me add a comment. Creating a anonymous function and assigning to a variable. Am I clear so far, Ayush?
Yeah.
I have created an anonymous function who doesn't have any name at all. Then I have created a variable. I have assigned that anonymous function to that variable. I can create function like this. So this is defining the function stage. One second, I have a call. Hello? Yeah, bro, I'm back. So in this type of function, we have a variable and we have anonymous function. We have assigned that anonymous function to a variable. And how can I invoke or how can I call the function? Invoking or calling the function. I can type the name of the function and I can add a pair of parentheses at the end of the method. So let me comment, otherwise it will throw an error. So these two are acceptable. If I save and run,
You opened the wrong window.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is one type of creating the functions. Okay, now let me tell you the second type. So let me comment this. You please uncomment and practice whenever you are doing, okay?
Yeah.
So type 2. I can directly use a function keyword and add a function name and pair of parentheses and pair of curly braces. I can say hello. Oh, sorry, there should be alert. So I can call this function by using the name and pair of parentheses. Calling is same for both the types, even for all the types.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I save and see, yes, it works. If I refresh, I should get the same alert message. So this is the type 2. Very slow system. So let me comment this. Go to type 3. Creating function. I can create a variable where sum equal to, I can assign a named function directly, like say hello. And I can call this sum function directly. See, this is also a kind of function.
So here, just go to the code once. So here, the say hello has been previously defined, or it's commented? It's commented.
Everything is commented. Everything is commented.
So we are defining two functions, sum and say hello, is it?
Correct. Actually, we have a say hello function. We have assigned the say hello function to the sum variable. And here
no, we don't have a say hello function, right? There is, so we have defined say hello functions here.
Yeah, we have defined and assigned it here only. Everything is happening here only. Previous steps and all I have commented. For example, this is since it is having same name, you are getting confused. Some function. Okay. Some function, and I have assigned to the some variable.
Okay.
Is not type 4.
Variable is also a function, is it?
Come again?
This variable is also a function because you are calling it as a...
No, it became a function. Previously, it was a variable. For that variable, you have assigned the function, right?
Yeah.
Now hereafter that variable is nothing but the function. It will behave as a function now because it got assigned a function.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Let me comment this type 3. And go to the PPT. Let me see what is the 4th type. Why scope came in between? Where is the functions? How come I missed it? Maybe in the top. I think which one slide is missed. Okay, I will check and let you know. You should have the types of function. Okay, now the type 4 is all this type 3 so far, whatever you are coming to see, is having two phases. One is defining phase and one is invoking phase. Means first it has to be defined. When something happen, you need to invoke the function. Means I am calling directly here. Rather than doing that, when you click the button, you can call the function.
Yeah.
But the function which I am going to introduce you doesn't require any invocation. It will automatically execute. It can be written like this: pair of parentheses, double pair of parentheses, and go inside the first pair of parentheses. Function. It will be an anonymous function inside it. And here I'm going to call another method. Some value here. If I save, see. So what happens is it doesn't require any invocation. It will automatically execute by himself. Oh, this is not that. So this is not that particular function. I have not saved, it seems. Let me run now. Some value here. Okay, so it is called type 4 self invoking function or immediately invoking function. So it doesn't require any calling or invocation. It will automatically run by himself.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, and the one more type is sometimes we will declare a variable where some func equal to this will be added. Means what happened? By running the self-invoking function, whatever value you will get, that will be saved in this variable. So this kind of function also you will come across for sometimes.
Okay.
So it will run by himself.
And it will save the value in the variable. Yeah.
Yes. Means if you return something here, for example, imagine that return you return some 100 rupees. So by running this function, some 100 rupees came and saved in some function. Okay. Now, if I console, if I check alert, some let me comment this. Can you save and run?
Yeah.
So whatever value it returned, it will get an added. So these are the 5 types, and I think I missed 1 or 2 types. Let me just check because I missed a slide. To this thing browser. Types of creative JS functions. Six ways, right? I do remember that. So this is a named function. Okay, we have covered. Named function. Okay, named function. See, this is self-invoking function, which we discussed just now. Means if you see the libraries must have been written in this self-invoking function manner. So function expression. See, this is a variable and the anonymous function assigned to this. Actually, I have told this as a type 2.
Yeah.
And self-invoking function and normal function. So named function expression, I think this will be the, I think this we have discussed. Variable, yeah, see, for the variable, I can assign a named function. For the same variable, I can assign the anonymous function. Both are the different types.
Okay.
And shorten method definition. Okay, this is also simple object. No, this is just an object. Start named function. Arrow function. Arrow function is latest. That I will explain you in detail next when we discuss about ESX. We will discuss. Except arrow function, I have explained other 5 types.
Okay.
So shortcuts. Okay, I will explain you what is arrow function means. Okay, let me comment this. So arrow function means function say hello This is a normal function, okay? Now I will tell you how it can be converted into arrow. So say hello. So come outside. Say hello equal to parenthesis equal to braces. Oh, sorry, pair of parentheses, then equal to greater than symbol, and if I say alert.
Just put console.login.
Okay. Do you want me to console log?
Yes, because alert pop-ups and
Yes. So console dot log come from now let me call this I think I need to call that function say hello. Let me comment this, otherwise this will also execute. Can you save and run? Refresh and see in console.
yeah.
Okay, so these are all the almost some 5 to 6 different type of functions which we are going to use in our JavaScript or application developments.
But how this kind? I mean, how? What is the of this?
But what happens? It's how comfortable you are in creating the functions. Based on that, you will use your own what do you call it, way of coding. Say, I might be preferring the second type always. I will go ahead. So there is no pros and cons. I have to use this only. You have to use that only, because for particular kind of implementation, you can use 3 or 4. In fact, all the type of functions are usable. Provisions are there. How you are going to use, it's up to you.
Okay.
I can't say that, okay, ISG, you have to use these 2 types only. You cannot use those kind of function over here. So it's definitely up to you, the way how you feel comfortable.
No, and then the last one, right? The last sixth one. What is it does the same thing as of the other 5, right?
Yes, it is.
I mean, is there any extra functionality that we do, or it's just another way of defining a function?
It's just another way of defining. Arrow function is just another way of defining, nothing else.
Okay.
So, any doubts? Umar Saab, any doubts?
No, everything is clear for me.
Double clear, not single clear.
Double clear, yeah.
So you should start implementing different type of functions in different examples.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can we go to the next slide, Ayush?
Yeah.
Functions. Go to the next slide. I think we have discussed this. Invocation we have discussed. What do you mean by invocation and what do you mean by defining a function, invoking function? We have seen returns. Say self-invoking function returns some value, 100 rupees, right?
Yeah.
The returned value can be captured in a variables. Scope is something what we need to discuss. I will explain you when we build the application rather than discussing it theoretically, because it needs to be discussed with the practical examples. Because if it is local, how it behaves. If it is global, how it behaves. Why should I declare the variables globally and why should I declare the variables locally? Those things I will explain you in detail while we're building the applications. Next, events. The most important. Can you please create a small skeleton, create a new page? Let's discuss about events.
Yeah. Just give me a second.
Sample 6 events. Create a skeleton and create a button in HTML.
Okay.
And add click for the text.
How do you do that?
Type click, just directly a text click.
Okay.
Like this. And save and run.
Okay. Okay.
So now we need to attach a event handlers. Means if you click something, if you click on that particular button, you need to show alert message. Okay. Can you go and add a on click event?
Yeah.
So go inside opening element, opening tag of the element.
Yeah.
Use space after button, space on click, equal to say hello. Any function you can write.
Any function or just
No, function should not have a gap. Say hello both should be a single word, number one, and it has to have a pair of parentheses at the end. Perfect. Now come to below the button and create a script tag and create a function now.
Okay, after click?
Yes, after button, open
okay.
a tag. Create a function. How can you create a function? You have 6 types. You can go ahead any kind of type. For example,
okay. I'll create
equal to, it should be equal to. First, it should be equal to. After say hello, after say hello, equal to. Then parenthesis. After parenthesis, once again equal to. After parenthesis, once again equal to. Greater than symbol. Equal to and greater than symbol, both. After equal to, greater than symbol. Yes, perfect. Now create any alert message out there. Give any message. Since it is a message, not a variable, it should have quotes. If it is a variable, it cannot have quotes.
Yeah, and I just wanted to check. Okay, so this is one type of declaring function.
Yeah.
But I can find declare like this also, right? Say hello and sorry, what I'm doing.
Yeah, that kind of function you can declare in TypeScript, not in JavaScript.
Okay, in TypeScript.
Don't get confused.
Okay.
This is ES6 way of creating JavaScript, whatever you are seeing. That I can explain you when we are discussing about Angular. In Angular, we will be, yeah, you're right. That syntax exists, but not in JavaScript. It's there in TypeScript.
Okay, okay.
Now you can check, this should work.
A mistake somewhere.
It's not working. Have you clicked on the button?
Okay, you have to click on it. Okay, yeah.
That's what you wrote, right?
Yeah, got it. Now, yeah, for the on-click
Yeah.
event only,
Yes.
this function will run. Okay.
Or else copy that complete button and paste it once again.
Okay. Paste it where?
Yeah, copy a complete button, paste it once again below the button.
Okay.
And now instead of click text, type mouse over.
Mouse hover.
Yeah. And now instead of on click in the top, just on mouse over. You cannot have a space between that.
Mouse hover.
Yes, right. Now save and run and see. The moment you take your mouse on that particular button, it should trigger the event.
Okay, got it.
And you can have one more kind of button. Mouse out means when you enter, it won't do anything. When you come out, it will trigger an event.
Okay. I do it.
Mouse out. On mouse out. You cannot have one. On mouse out. So when you mouse hover, nothing will happen. When you come out, something will happen.
Okay.
So mouse over and mouse out. Okay. Can you have an input field below the button? Below the button, input type text.
Yeah.
Here, on focus to the input field, you can have on focus. Means it is an input field. Once you go inside that particular input field, it should trigger an event. On focus.
Yeah, on focus.
Equal to say hello. You cannot have space.
Okay, the function. Okay, got it.
It is an input field. Once you enter into the input field, then only the event will trigger.
Okay.
Okay. Can I have one more input field?
Yeah.
Now, instead of on focus, it should be trigger on blur. Now refresh.
What?
Nothing will happen. When you enter, nothing will happen. When you come out, something will happen. The second input field.
Okay, got it.
This is blur. Previously, we have seen focus. Can you open what do you call that? Select element. Within few seconds, this meeting will get end. I will rejoin once again because this is a trial version, so it won't extend more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
So select on change. For the select, you should give on change event.
On change.
Yes. Equal to say hello. And between two select elements, you should use options. Option close and open. Option close and open. Enter and come out.
That's it?
No, yes, like that. Can you add a couple more options?
Okay. Value.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.